Oh, Miriam Justice has now turned to your sister. That's up today because there is need to plead for forgiveness from somewhere. But let me tell you one thing. The past Thursday, you have a court case. You didn't appear at the court. People like us ignored that matter. We ignored it to fuel it. Because that was need to just let you go so that you can go back to your children. The most important thing is your children. Now, I want you to realize one thing here. That woman decided to bet in everything they have is because you tampered their children. And every well-meaning thinking person will always, even at the corner where they wouldn't want to show you mercy, but when they remember your children, they should be able to consider that. Change is a thing of the mind. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. But at the same time, shall one watch you go astray? That's why I tell people, the advisors you have is the character you put up at the public. Now, before I make my videos and say things, know that I have think through, even if it's for 25 minutes. I will think through. Now, I am going to wake the unwakeable for you. This is my video, this is my face. And I'm telling you, within the ambit of the law, I repeat. I just pray Miriam Justice forgives you. Alright? But I want you to keep in record that if there is nothing Governor Eziokwu has done to you, I left Akwa Ibom and I came, entered Anambra, and made sure you were arrested before I started placing calls to people. But right now, I'm going to show you another mystery. So that you're going to learn. According to Very Dark Mind, say you're going to learn in a very hard way. This time, you are going to learn, I mean. You're going to learn something different. But it will be within the laws of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's within that cycle. You're going to learn now. Because if I can have the courage to live where I was, and I came, to where you were. I was not afraid of the army. Of course, the army, the soldiers were there for Mwago Atahi, not for you. They were there because of Mwago Atahi and not because of you. Have the courage to walk down to army. I don't know, many of you, people easily forget. Have the courage to walk into the bush where armies came with some land grabbers in my village and I had to ask them to leave. I wasn't afraid of anything. Now, please, Miriam Justice. Please, ma. May God give you the strength to kindly forgive this lady. Then let her face the other people she said that they don't matter. That they are shit, according to her. At some point, I used to tell people, if you do me something, at all costs, I will not forgive and forget the same time. These two things I don't, because if I forgive you and forget, which means I may also become your victim the second time. Now, dear Ogechi, this is the last video I will make. What you'll be seeing is actions according to the legal sectors. That's what you're going to be seeing. That's what you're going to be seeing right now. Before I talk, this is the step we're going to take. I will deposit 5 already ahead of you. That's what I'm going to do. So I want to see how the Interpol will scrape my case without my consent. That's what I want to see. I want to see how the Interpols are going to scrape my case against you without my consent. You will understand. You will understand that many of us understands better. You are cunningly apologizing to the woman, indirectly apologizing to the woman because you just want to have your papers and leave back to the United States. That is not going to happen. She can forgive you. That's good. That's fine. But I can tell you for free, for the last video you made, I am going to come in the more. If you saw my strength just 1 minute, I am going to say people they look for you before. But I justice even placed $1 million, right? For anybody who can bring your details. But I'm going to tell you, and when you give a flight to Nigeria, you do not know. That is what, even here, they may what I do. Man, I'm made to give more fire, more OC. Need that for Anya. On our boilo, or boil potagi to Ebem Choro. Go and mark my wife somewhere. You'll be arrested. You'll be prosecuted. This face will come to prosecute you. My words in the morning remains my words at night. Oh, that is not how to even ask for forgiveness. Actually, if you should apologize to anyone. Because what I see there, if you had apologized to the woman, please, guys, because I realized I have wonderful people who follows me, who listens to me, and I wouldn't want to do things that they may not like. The first day this whole thing happened, remember, I said I went to Akwa Ibom. I was in Akwa Ibom. And even when this lady came into the country, somebody like me, I wouldn't have taken any step. I wouldn't have done anything. But she made a video, and on that video she was saying, no. She didn't actually say things straight in the beginning. It was bloggers who were around her. They were saying that she's around, and many of these Okuke bloggers were making videos, sharing, saying that she's now in Nigeria. Let's see that the heaven that will fall. Is this the best way to advise your friends? And I was watching all those videos. I left. If you watch me that night, I drove from where I was, and I came into Imo State. From Imo State, I proceeded without being glue of anything that moves by night. I was the one who called JPAC. Ask him, JPAC is alive. You know me, my word is one. I called him and said, wherever you are right now, if you don't be a man tonight, then hell falls on you. But I'm going to tell you that the laws of Federal Republic of Nigeria is not owned by any individual. I'm going to teach you that the laws of this country was not made when you were born. The law has been there, but can't be amended. I would be able to let you know. But henceforth, anywhere you are, go and mark my word. I kept quiet because I thought I saw calmness. Now let me ask you, as somebody Moruchi, somebody with a sense. Let me ask you, as somebody with a sense. When we came for that arrest, and that lady said that she was in the hotel room and she saw us. Now, if you were a woman of substance, a woman of peace, the moment you saw that an arrest was about being carried out on you, and Governor Eziokwu was on that particular place, and you went to Facebook to write. You want to Facebook to write that Governor Eziokwu and JPAC anywhere believe is that they came to arrest you with DSS. Now, somebody who has sense, what that person would have done, all of this mess wouldn't have come your way. All of this mess wouldn't have come your way if you had called one person there on the phone and said, nah, I want name. Why all this? Someone like me will have conscience and either tell the police, please, let's go, we'll come back later. Two, let me make a point that you can't even imagine. There was a time while we try to search the place, try to make sure we follow it calmly, and you get arrested. At some point, one I go left, many other persons left the place, maybe as a means of placing a disguise so that everybody will think that you are not there again. I want you to ask yourself one question. Governor Eziokwu left. I walked out. No police. Nobody followed me. I walked out to somewhere. And I sat there. Upon while I sat there, even JPAC now will be afraid of hearing this. Many of them, Osuji, everybody will be afraid, will be surprised of hearing this from me. It was the last minute for me to leave. And personally, I left to where I will speak to the beginning and the end. And it was not up to 10 minutes. 10 minutes I'm pro. I'm going to say I'm there. Straight to that room. They won't help everybody there to that room. Nobody can testify. But let me tell you, it's a tip of knowledge I'm giving you. You are fighting with the invisibles. You are fighting with what you cannot. You can never remain the same. When Edinog was there, he said he is Okaramad Okarammo. But there are things you will understand. Not now. Not just you. Not just you alone. But to everyone who derives pleasure in what you do, according to the level of support they have given. Money dries off their hands. They will realize. I went down on Abba, I went down on daytime, I went down on that, and I went down on that song. Everybody's not the same. But for that video you made over the night, you are going to face a different music that you will not understand. I repeat, it's not a threat. Two, you made allegations that some persons are planning to burn you. Some persons are planning. Then when there's Nahaga seed, nobody can do that. Nobody. These things are mere forgeries. You forge them up. You think you are too smart. Let me tell you one thing. The criminal only studies one side. But what makes a lawyer a perfect criminal is this. He or she studies criminology and how to dislodge a criminal. The police is intelligent, but they still need a lawyer service who understands the techniques of logic more than them. The church needs a lawyer. No matter how you preach the scripture, you need a lawyer. Somebody who is more cunning than everybody in that cycle. I want you to check all of them. Be sincere. All of you, be very, very sincere. Everyone who has got involved, go and check their lives. If they tell you what they go through, you'll even be surprised. But be patient. I used to tell people, Igbo onye irogi. All man all pains he homere. Buria. So the best about even Bible said it. It said, let their enemies stay alive, that they may see what you become in future. Don't pray. Can anybody want? Si chuku no do sa handle. Ka hadin do for iho jo hamri. Let them stay alive and have a taste of the evil they have promoted. This is how life is. Now at all costs, you can never be the same. You can never be the same. Never, not in this life. There are mysteries upon mysteries you don't understand. You begin to see many of them reign. I look at you and I laugh because okay, Miriam Justice should forgive you. Let me put myself aside because they said nothing is going to happen. I never knew that you could be arrested for at least 24 hours, not to talk of 48 hours going to 72 hours. And those so-called billionaires and Indian Gabasi could not get you out. Oh, let me also make a point to you that you don't really understand. Because I realize that many of you don't think straight. You have a billionaire around you, and you can still come online on the social media and tell people to contribute monies for you. That you need $1,000, and monies we are being contributed. So those billionaires could not tell you, please don't disgrace me. Have this money you need. Have you ever seen me put on my camera? I'm not a billionaire. But have you seen me put up my cameras on the internet and start begging people for money? Have you seen that before? Even when there are needs to reach out to people, I can comfortably do that on my own or within my cycle of my friends. That's how life is. Now, ordinarily, if you had come out and apologized to Miriam Justice, nobody, I repeat, nobody is qualified to decide for that woman and her husband, Alhaji Shehu. Nobody has the right to tell them what to do or where to stand. A lot of you contradict yourself minute by minute because you don't have sense. You don't think. You speak before you think. And that's very bad. So you're going to face a whole lot. That's the advice I'm giving to you. My words are, when I say it at all costs, it's that night and I couldn't sleep. I had to drive down, take the risk, face that lonely road, and we came there. The same.
My governor.
Yes, please. Who's joining me here? Can I know your name?
Okay. Oh, Eziokwu.
You're welcome, brother.
Yeah. Good morning, friend. Yeah.
Good morning. This broadcast, I have more 20 minutes to go. Then I'll be able to talk about our people in Ethiopia.
Because
Okay. Hold on. The Ethiopian case will be treated in the evening. Everyone here, please. And those of you from Ethiopia, kindly wait the evening. So, Fuji, go ahead. You're welcome to this live broadcast.
Thank you. Before my Gani, at the end, Uchukwa Maragonde, yes, go ya kankwe.
Okay. Isiri bụ nwa Chineke ma ndụ ga-adịghị egosi ya brọda mole n'okwukwe gị Chukwu
Maragonde ya. Osakusa Riano Ogumagale Okusi Riano Kemanka Emankozo. Do you know the worst thing that happened to Ogechi Okeke Njaka? Is all these fools supporting atrocity. Can we take it for one kiss? Yeah, in Abia, no, ya batana Nigeria, and where ye men. Now, say those are some certain person.
Your network is bad. The network dropped you. I pray you join back. But I tell you, whether we like it or not, trust me, chapters will be open for you. And at all costs, by the end of today, I'll withdraw officially from my business, from my studies, and many other things for now. Then I need a week. I need a week to look into this matter completely myself. Then let me see how your passport can be given back to you. The order to the American embassy will be withdrawn, right? The immigration order will be withdrawn, right? Because you apologized to Miriam Justice and at the same time insulted many others. I will understand you. This will be interpreted to me. So I'm going to stay out of business, out of every other thing I do for some time.
My governor.
Go ahead, Fuji.
Okay. Now, some certain people are not on this woman or not parent them mad. To the extent they go marry injustice. That an unable mad now a murderer. That call her anyway, she will prove it. No ne boomers, no ne kidnap womas. Nkan wezu horia. Opo wadi uban na die no moya. Alemajeri. Na neji uncircumcised amu. Where they be was your tele. Na dia melanka dia me honkozo. No mazi yame kwenko mazi yame honkozo. And you think you can, the woman will spare you a minute. And the thing she forgot to know is this. Not only one case. Even if the woman will forgive Ogechi. Let's assume in Governor Eziokwu. Is it not the same Ogechi Okeke Njaka came out and said that na Father Mbaka Kurundi Dibia 5 for work speak against Ebukobi. Then when one woman I got lawyer. Also said the woman Yabia testify and Yahawashi. All those things have she forgot. Now let me tell you, Ogechi have a case with the federal government here in Abuja.
Don't worry, Ofuji. Let's not go there. Let's not open everything we know.
Now, to come to just to cut this thing short. So, Ogechi, a woman like you can humble you this way. After all this, you are ranting. After all this thing, again, Alicia travel is you are in social media. So, at the end of the day, the same woman listen and one on noble. We're home blog this way. Ogechi, I couldn't believe it. So, upon all the connection, all the sitting senators, all the president governor could not help you. That means you are just ranting. That means you are just
Liars. When they were mentioning the governor of Imo State, no matter anything, imagine their level of exposure. A sitting governor,
and
a sitting governor,
and that
it was an insult of the highest level. Imolite. For mentioning the name of their governor, no matter what the character of the governor of Imo State, does that warrant a rabbit digger to use his name?
And that
oh God. People,
people. Social media. A sitting governor. Ogwe mention all his name.
That day, Ahmed said that video. Ekurumi and a live video. See, maybe people don't understand the value of a governor in Africa. So even in the US, Can a governor interfere in such case? The answer is no.
Who is Ogechi for governor to interfere? Governor Eziokwu. Who is she?
Man,
Do you know the damage the team put to Ogechi?
and to some extent, they mention Soludo. There, listen to me now. Ofuji, as I'm responding to you here now, I want to remind people something. Members of the Shanamite Court of Justice, Emma, a prophet is without honor in his own town. Please, members of my WhatsApp group, did you guys remember when I said to you that it wakes up one morning when Professor Charles Soludo will ban native doctors' activities, that it will start first from regulating them. This was what I said to my members. I even said it on live video like this. Now, I want to tell them, Ndedibia, do everything in Wikime to remove that governor. But I'm giving you my words that the man will win a second turn. Brother, if we are against here, live video.
Yeah.
Today's date is what? Today's date is 27th.
27.
Now, I want you to go and write this thing somewhere. If Soludo wins second tenor and you don't witness where Caterpillar goes and put those shrine down after his tenor, bomb it full. The man got curtail that dirty activities. People don't believe the gospel truth. This thing will happen. Two, let me tell you, there's a particular native doctor who a major target due to his activities or any other DBS na problem. But some of us name a video now cause on there see how nah this one no follow. Before give me certain things, you got to reason over it. How dare you tell somebody no calabash no go? And as such means you were busy extorting billions of naira from Ndibo. Now I could remember only one of my members on WhatsApp came back to remind me that this thing I didn't even respond to him. Now go and mark these ones I'm telling you right now. All of them involved, all of them who get involved to paddle this kind of evil. I am telling you na hammer and kozo because nimemo ejim hano guji hanofo. Then they were busy. When that day internet was so hot, it was the president that led them to kissing. People of so-called integrity and standard on camera. They were busy indirectly because these bullies, they don't have boundaries, they don't have level. They don't have respect. They went as far as mentioning, or because now Governor Hope was on them, or Makana, Otoshi Dosomia. In 2003, as far back as 2003, Hope Aruchago law, where drone base possibilities that a helicopter can land upon his house. Then many of us can homage. Around 1991 then, 1992, 1993, Hope has been there. If Hope had corrected the error of one particular thing, sending leadership to the people, he would have been qualified as one of the best. So, can you ever, how will you imagine when you see Dr. Alesoti or Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State, as well educated as he is? One rabbit league potassium internet when mention no intervene in support to bullying. How does it sound, Osuji? Can people interpret certain things to themselves? And somebody was mentioning senator. Are you trying to degrade our senators?
Mando according to her. Can you imagine?
What? And I was just laughing at that point because only a fool will believe that, in fact, because I know what it is. Brother, you have a governor in your state. I want you to go and fill a form. See, write, the offices are there, office of the secretary to the state government. Write that you want to have a one-on-one conversation with the governor. It is your right as a citizen, and it will be granted. But I can tell you for free that before it gets to your turn, before it gets to when you see the governor, it's going to take you a longer time, except if there is somebody who knows him, whom he has given. If I don't know if you've been to government house. If you like, come there as a federal house member. If you like, come there as a businessman, a billionaire, without your name being placed on the notice board, notice board or times table. Without that, you don't go in. You know, no matter to ashi in the public, give one Eziokwu, give the level of their exposure. So a state governor ain't better time. Tiyono na other big pressing issues make Ghana state here. All these governors are not comfortable. If you want to doubt this thing, I'm telling you. Ale Soti used to at least the more fresh before you have governor. Now Obu governor. As at yesterday, Nabia said Arogozo. As at yesterday, Apagarodo na Aidosa na ala. The man Rugoru steady. He even came there himself. The man ain't no chance at all. President Goodluck Jonathan, you remember this thing I'm telling you. President Goodluck Jonathan, before he became president, he came into office as a young man. After 6 months, home with a gray hair. Ask anybody the observant.
Yes.
Home with a gray hair immediately. Buhari, before Buhari abata no chichi, all of us are to be stored in Ebu Buhari ga abroad. Ejikwa without stage in Buriaga, Mbobro chichi nimere. Sickness and pressure everywhere. So a governor will escape all these things. Do you know ordinarily, if Ota Zenko did now, after the burial of Zenko's mother, Zenko invitation onye we Latina, if he doesn't decline them, they are ready ni imi aka owo ogbenye.
You are right.
Pressure on him. Invitations everywhere. Even as a primary politician, invitations everywhere. People wants to have you in their event, even if you're not going to give them money. But forgetting that if you're coming, you're not coming alone. If you're coming with 6 men, you're going to spend money. Patrol, what's it called also? Air ticket and thereabouts. The logistics, hotels and all that. Because mostly, majority of our politicians stays in Abuja. Please lift up your phone as you are today. Even if you have Governor Hope's or mass phone number. Well, let me check something. Let me check something. For the very first time, let me check something. I just want to show you example of something.
Oh, but no number. Don't show it online before they are copying.
See, to everyone watching me here, use your phone, call a state governor. Eba na phone. Or manga direct call. Or manga direct call. Or manga direct call. Sometimes Ogaga before Asagia. Mana on a check, the governor has his phone nakaya. Oji phone here. Man, as calls are coming in, because your number as a state governor, they spread it within each change go the line. In less than 24 hours, all spread they go across the world. So majority of them takes WhatsApp call. Even your senator, those who are close to senators, ask them. Many of them, their number does not go direct call. It is on WhatsApp. So you call the governor. He had, let's say, a governor had over 1,000 missed calls on his WhatsApp, and the one he responded to was that of Ogechi. As what? Are you a professor of medicine or thereabout? What? Okay, how you check it? What are they going to qualify you as? Or are you bringing in business that should grow the state GPD? Or are you bringing in investors? These people are so stacked that they don't reason like human beings, and their followers are so jeopardized in thinking. They don't have quality, they don't have level. Once people are blowing off lies, take your time, go and check. Even in the classrooms, we are taught that anything your teacher teaches, you go back home and work it out. Sometimes you realize that on Monday, children will appear in class and they begin to correct teachers that thing you taught us last week, there's an error in so place. Last time or last semester, the lecturer taught us like this, and I think this is right because I've gone to make my research over it. and others will decide not to go and verify it, why are you going to keep quiet? You have every right to go and checkmate everything people tell you. People can lie, people can frame people. You need to see these gangsters. So, brother, I don't want Ofuji. My message this morning is nobody should on a camera any further to challenge or tell them this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I speak all the words together in one folds. The message I am sending on behalf of everyone is this, both those offended and those not offended. From today, I'm going to withdraw from my business for the next 1 week. For the next 1 week. So, Ogechi, you are going to face, I believe the whole world, they have seen that some of us kept quiet and just watched you. And you came out over the night to rant again. I'm going to give you a little of my time again, just for a week or two. Then let us see how it goes. That the Interpol are searching for you. Let's see if I can fish you out. I want you to see. I want us to see if I can fish you out. Ọ gbachiri nkịtị nwere ihe mere o ji gba nkịtị. So let's see how it goes. Miriam Justice, Madam, if there's need for you to withdraw, you withdraw. Oh no, before now, somebody said I went and called, that the woman came in and she's our backbone. Many of them were talking or saying how they managed to know the woman. This same woman you see here, during my elections, one day like that, this same woman called me and she gave my campaign team 500,000 naira. This Madam Justice, you see here, gave us a 500,000 naira that time as a support, even when I didn't ask for it. Not just that alone, this woman kept calling, asking me how we are going. In fact, she was asking me if we need more things. And I saw the need not to put her under pressure. I said, don't worry. By the grace of God, we'll continue. And God saw us through that campaign, through the elections and all that. On her own, she did. A couple of times before this Blackbird was arrested, that same woman checks up on you, asks you how are you doing. One name, repa careful. So anyway, I don't even see her as a troublemaker, but the same way you pushed her to go extra miles, that's the extra mile. And the extra mile is what you're going to get right now. All right. So fans and viewers, let me get through my business of the day. I would come back. I would come back to this, not to this particular program. People from Ethiopia, I need you to be patient. How are you doing, sir? So I will be able to deal with that. All right. Thank you. I think I've reached my destination for now. So I'll get back to you. Hopefully, I am back into this particular.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe on this channel, share this video, like and comment. Drop your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.